It is funny, but we can talk about the star of the Blindside, right? Let me. I'll pull up the tweet that you put in here. Michael Oher is pursuing some legal action against the family that was depicted in The Blindside, the movie that I'm sure all of us have watched and loved, like one of my favorite football, just classic films. And here's the kind of the headline right here from CNN. It says, former NFL player depicted in The Blindside files to end conservatorship?
Yeah,
conservatorship?
Yeah.
There you go, man. He's filed a petition to end Sean and Leanne Tuohy's conservatorship over him. It's a new word for me. Obviously, I can't fucking say it. Or claims that the Tuohys told him they were going to adopt him, but instead filed a conservatorship. I just butchered it again.
Yeah,
I'm saying it too many times now, and I'm messing it up. But yeah, so the difference being that, like, when you read the kind of the fine text of the story, is that they claimed they were going to adopt him. Like, didn't they do it in the movie?
Yeah.
Did they adopt him in the movie?
Yeah, and they
did.
There's like that scene in the dining room, I think, and they're like, "We're gonna adopt you," and sign it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nope.
That shit never happened. They said it was going to. It never did.
Yeah.
So, and then what's also being claimed, if like you read into this, I can click on the article, we'll read a little bit more about it too, but what's also being claimed is that when this movie comes out, their family is profiting obviously a shit ton off of it. Guess how much reportedly, allegedly, that Michael Oher made from it? Zilch.
Big old donut.
Nothing, dude. And if that really is the case, like that's terrible.
Yeah, it's bad. And they the family made, I think it was like $200,000 off the movie, and then 1.5% of all like gross profit from it, and then they donated money to the mom's charity foundation. Or whatever.
Really?
So it's just like, dude.
And the best part is that she got Sandra Bullock to play her weird ass in a movie.
Yeah, win.
That is a win. Sandra's awesome.
Like, yeah. And the conservatorship is so weird because it's like
yeah, I've never heard of that word until today.
It's the same thing that happened to Britney Spears. It's
really
they have somebody overlook your finances because you're deemed like, it's the word is, I think it was like incapacitated or something like that. And he was saying other stuff like, in the movie they portrayed him like an idiot in the beginning.
Absolutely. And they played him off as a big dumbass.
Apparently he was like, that's just not how it rolls. Like I was doing plays in school and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, like he couldn't like put together a sentence in the movie.
He got like they show that scene the teacher has the paper and he got an F. It's like, dude, he got finessed.
That's Hollywood, bro.
That's bad.
It had to be a real underdog story. They had to make him not be able to read so that you would root for this kid.
So you would root for him.
Like, you really think this kid was getting picked on? He was massive,
dude. Yeah, how tall was he?
Tall enough.
Yeah, like
look at his ass. He's huge.
Football player, dude. And anybody comes up to bowling him, he can just mow him over. Like, what are they gonna do?
A lawyer for the Tuohy family, for Sean and Leanne, his name is Steve Faris. He says no comment, but they'll be issuing a statement on Tuesday, so that being tomorrow. So when this episode goes live, potentially you can hear from the blonde lady in the sunglasses there smiling and her husband, who allegedly have robbed this guy of a lot of cash.
Dude, that's a smile of someone who just finessed Michael Oher out of mad amounts of cash for that movie, dude. Look at that.
That's what it looks like, just man. That's really what it looks like.
Like, haha, $200K.
That's not a Sandra Bullock ass smile. That's a
no. Dude.
The shades are crazy.
I can't wait to see the statement that comes out. It's gonna be like these accusations.
That's wild. So Oher's petition to the court is asking for an order to show cause for failure to meet their required duties to provide regular accountings or to act in the best interest of their ward, Michael J. Oher. He became a ward of the state of Tennessee just before he turned 11 in 1996, soon after beginning living on the streets. That was before he got taken in by the family, most of which people know because the story is so popular.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of just outlines their whole story here, but it says a quote here of the Tuohys, who took no legal action in juvenile court to assume legal custody of Michael. Invited him over to stay at their house, took him on shopping trips, did those type of things. He's saying maybe it was just a front.
Huh.
Yeah.
That would be dirty, dude.
He was saying that after he moved in with them, that the Tuohys gave him legal papers he thought were necessary for the adoption. Signed where they told him to sign, but when he figured out after he signed it, unknown to him until after February 2023, so he just found out this February, those weren't adoption papers or the equivalent of adoption papers. That's the petition saying, is that they tricked this young boy into thinking that he was being adopted.
Yeah, they didn't explain it. I saw that. They didn't explain it at all. There was like, just sign here.
Just taking advantage of someone, allegedly taking advantage of someone who in that situation was probably just so desperate to have like a family and a home.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's somewhere to go. That's insane.
Man, that's awful.
Yeah, it's bad.
That is really awful.
Kind of ruins the
and then getting into some of the numbers in the movie, like right here, it says around September of 2006, the Tuohys negotiated contracts for the movie The Blindside based on the book and obviously based on Oher's life story for themselves and their 2 children through the Creative Artist Agency to each receive, quote, $225,000 plus 2.5% of all defined net proceeds contingent on Oher signing, Michael Oher. The movie grossed more than $330 million, according to the petition.
Oh, my God.
So, let's see. 330 mil. We're doing math. I got a calculator out.
Oh,
330. That's 6 zeros. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then we go times 0.025 is 2.5%. What do you think? What's your guess, dude? How much cash is that?
Yeah, I got a D in math in middle school, so I'm not going to answer this. I'm not going to even attempt, dude.
It's $8.25 million.
Wow. Oh, my, yo. Yeah.
So, and the thing is, that's not just one thing. It says here to each receive $225,000 plus 2.5%. So take that and multiply it by 4 for the husband and the wife and their 2 children. That's $33 million plus really another $1 million for that initial bonus that they got. They took $34 million off the top. Dude, that's not a small sum.
Dude, highway robbery.
That's like Bonnie and Clyde.
That's bad. That's bad.
That is awful.
I can't wait to see their response. I really can't.
This says, too, there was another contract from April 2007 existing that, quote, let's see, I'm trying to do a little reading. It was signed by Michael Oher. It gave it says, in which Oher gives away his name, likeness, voice, etc. to the movie studio without any payment whatsoever. How was he swindled into all this?
Dude. I guess it's just like, if you don't know what you're signing into, like, it could, dude, if I looked at papers and I was just told to sign them, I'm like, and I don't.
Let's just get it over with,
okay,
yeah.
Well, I don't want to sign my name.
Especially if you trust these people that you're with, right? Especially if you trust them. And he says here, Oher says he thinks the signature on the contract looks similar to his, but he's not sure if it was forged because he said, at the time, or ever, he never willingly or knowingly signed a document that explained he'd be giving away his rights to his name and image, etc. So,
could you imagine they forged his signature?
That would be a twist.
That'd be another level, dude.
There is levels to this shit.
There are levels. Oh
my gosh. So the petition is asking the family basically to provide a sworn accounting of the money belonging to Oher that should have been paid to him beforehand. Yeah, it's
bad news.
It's just wild. The whole thing is crazy news, but we hope that it all gets resolved. And he gets, if this stuff is true, then he gets what he deserves and what he's owed by these people. Again, that's all alleged. There's no ruling on that right now. So that's just the things that are being reported. But